Hi, beautiful. Great to have you here. This is Liina Vettik, and today in this video, I will share my experience and knowledge, mostly based on my own experience and my customers' experience about relationships, how to be an entrepreneur with a man who is not an entrepreneur type of person, and also if you're dealing with self development, self help, and he doesn't, or your partner doesn't. So, today about this. If you don't know me, my name is Liina. As I've said, I am an entrepreneur. Also, I have a business, a real estate business with my husband. And I'm also a coach for women entrepreneurs, helping them build their businesses into a self managing business and tell them or show them how to have it all in life. I am married and we have been married for 5 years. We have been together for 14 years and we know each other for 30, almost 30 years. So we have a long history. We also have three little girls. And as said, we also share a business together. But my partner is and have always been an employee as well. We are in different fields. I am more of the entrepreneur type, and he's longing more the safety than I am. So we have different values. But it's not stopping us to thrive together and bring big results for our family and our environment. So maybe you have some insights to get from this video. First of all, when I started my own road, when I started to be an entrepreneur, and when I dig deep into self development and started to take courses, read a lot of books, and so on, then at first my husband was like, "This is brainwash. Why are you doing this? It doesn't work." Rather, that kind of, he wasn't really strong about this, but he rather had this opinion. And when I started to invest bigger amounts in my mindset and working with coaches and taking high level courses, then he really questioned me like, "Liina, should you put your money into this? Because it doesn't work," was his opinion. But I told him that it is, first of all, it is my money. Please let me manage my own money or what I do with my own money. And another thing is, but I was interested. I was really into it. I loved it, and that's what I expressed. I am interested. It makes me happy, and this is what I want to do. And he, of course, was pleased with that answer, because one of the main thing in our partners, I truly hope it's the same scenario for you, is that our partners want us to be happy as well. So this is very important, but it's important that you express the entrepreneurship or the self development, it makes you happy. In the beginner years, he also was concerned about my income. If I'm the full-time entrepreneur and putting my heart and soul into the business, but got really like almost nothing back, money wise, revenue wise, then he was worried, of course. He was worried, do I burn myself out, or do we manage as a family in terms of financially and so on. And sometimes he expressed the worry saying, "Liina, maybe it's better if you have a job." I struggled with that thought, and I truly wanted to make it happen, because one thing I've learned by that time is, if I'm not following my heart's calling, then our relationship doesn't work, because I'm not happy, and also it affects my quality of life in terms of health, and it spreads to every area of life basically. And I had to continue, and this was also what I expressed to my husband, was that it makes me happy. I don't know if it works. I do believe in this. I have to do it, not just because of money, but because it gives me the happiness, it gives me the fulfillment. It just feels the right thing to do for me. And yes, he was in the situation that he had to accept that these are my ways and so on. Even if we have a little different views how to live in terms of money. We also have money is I would say one of the biggest reasons why we tend to fight with our partners, and also it is a very hard topic in many relationships and many families. So we tend to avoid it. But what I've learned throughout the years is that, of course, communication, talking about things, and having those hard conversations with your partner is crucial to have your relationship thriving. What I've learned throughout these, of course, one side of self development and being very aware about my own stories, my own beliefs, my own being, I've learned through myself about lot of other people, and how other people are, and through these hard conversations, expressing myself vulnerably. Being vulnerable is one of the key thing in these hard conversations, not to attack or being defensive about myself, but being vulnerable, talking about my truth, and also listening to his truth. And what has turned out is that we are very different types of person also in terms of money, because I'm the romantic type of person when it comes to money, because I believe I've always found ways to create money, and also I believe that when I truly need, I will have the money, and the right money is there for me. But he's the type who always has to have this buffer. He has to have some amount of money of savings, and then he also really needs this security, and that's why he needs a job. He's also an entrepreneurial type of person. He's willing to take risks, but he also needs that job that he feels safe then. So we are very different, but the key is to understand the different types and to accept, not wanting to turn him into my beliefs and vice versa, but to accept that he's that kind of person and I am that kind of person, and also express that, honey, you are that kind of person and I am that kind of person. I believe we can manage together, but in order to manage together and thrive together, we need to accept each other, right? So you don't push him to be like you, and also he shouldn't push you to be like him. And the key is to have that conversation, have that hard conversation about different values, about being different type of person, and so on. And you might find out that you are actually a very good team together, like we have found out in our relationship. I'm the visionary type of person. I am the flowing type of person. I see solutions, but he's the manager type of person who needs this. We need to do things this, and he's very persistent, like do. And that's how it works between me and him doing the real estate development business together. So, and also what is very important in our relationship is that we have the same values. Overall, I mean, we have the same vision. And in order to be clear, and of course, again, thrive as a relationship, thrive as a couple, is that first of all, we take time for ourselves, not just my time and his time being with ourselves, but also the couple time. The couple time is very important, especially if you have kids, because if you have kids, young kids, then you lose yourselves being mom and dad. But when it comes to a couple, you need to take time and be that couple you were before kids. And we do it regularly. We take time for ourselves as couple for in every 2 weeks. Basically, is it just one evening, one dinner in a restaurant, or a week long trip or travel somewhere? But it's very important. And when we have that time together, we also discuss our vision. Where are we moving forward? Usually when couples get together, we think about, well, we have this first phase of honeymoon phase in the relationship. And what it works is that then we have vision. We build our home together, and then we have kids together, and then we might marry. And then what? Well, it's kind of like, now what? We are together, and now we're together for 20 years, 30 years, whatever it is. But it's important, even crucial, to have another level of vision together. And here's when the values come in, the same values in life. For example, we value freedom. We value rather luxury in life. We want to feel good. And we also value living the life full out, experience as much as we can. So these are the values, and of course, family. Family time is very, very important for us. And now, when we have these values, we create the vision together. How do we express these values? We like traveling. We spend time together, travel together with our family, and build wealth together. And now, how do we build wealth together? Is, well, we have chosen real estate because we both believe in real estate and entrepreneurship the most. Of course, you have investments and other options, but this is what we believe in. And this, how do I know? We have talked about it. Most important thing, talk about it. Have those like very deep conversations. What do you both want? First, you have to be clear, what do you want? And then you go and ask, what your partner wants. And this is what I do where we have this couple time. I ask questions. What would you like your life to be? Not ours, but your life to be. And then I see if his vision goes together with my vision. And it's not always the same. It's like puzzle. We go together. He has these strengths, I have these strengths, and he has this vision and I have these visions, and it's like we go together even bigger. And we have to understand that, of course, you have to express what type of person you are. It's what type of woman you want to be, that partner, and so on. So it's very, very honest and deep conversations. And another thing that I ask, is he happy with me? Is he still happy in the relationship? We often are in the lack mindset, and also the same in the relationship. We lack for, oh, he's lazy, he's not doing this, or he's not giving me this, or bringing me this, or whatever it is. It's different things for ourselves. But we never think about, or we hardly think about, the question is, am I making him happy? Is he happy with me? And this is an honest conversation that I also do when we have this couple times. So it's very, very important to have those conversations with each other and communicate yourselves to each other, and try to understand. And of course, you have to have this growth mindset, that you actually listen and kind of like observe what they want, and try to build the vision together. This is very important to thrive together as a couple. When it comes to self development, sometimes women tell me, and I've been there as well, the feeling that if I grow myself through different coaches, mentors, courses, whatever, books, and we have the feeling that my partner is kind of leaving slowly behind, and we want them to start working on themselves. um, they don't have to actively develop themselves through the courses and books and mentors like we do. I was there and thought it was important years ago, but you see, we affect each other. And if you work with yourself, your mindset, and everything, consciousness is contagious. Means Aristotle was the one who said this. Yeah. So you affect him when you are analyzing, working with yourself. And you have probably heard that life is a reflection, right? And you get irritated by his actions, then he's the reflection, and he's giving you options to grow. So take it as a reflection, and don't force him to develop himself as well, because he is growing with you. You grow together. And it's not necessary for him to take the courses and mentors as well, because if you value the same thing, if you go together, grow together, take time for yourself and have those deep conversations, how to make each other even happier, to support each other, building their life and life together, then you grow anyway. So don't force him, because it never works if person is forced. Person wants to have that. It's if you value self-development, good for you, but don't force him to do the same, because if he doesn't value this, then he's just different type. And our job is to accept it. It's not always that easy, and there are partners who are very with a closed mind, and they don't accept different types, and they believe that you have to be this or my way or no way type of people. Then if you are in this situation and you see that you have different values, then there are some hard decisions you have to make. You have to be clear. Is this the life you want to choose? Is this the life you want to live? I am not the type of person that you necessarily need to separate or divorce, but sometimes in order for you to grow, move forward, and you understand that you have different values, then life kind of directs you in different ways, and that's where the divorces and separation comes. So sometimes we have to make those hard decisions, but before you do that, try to talk, try to have those conversations, try to keep that. And if it's a reflection, then life brings you back the same sooner or later, because there is an option that you have to learn. But if there any way you see your life together with him or her, then work it out. But if there are very, very different values, you want different things in life and so on, then we need to make hard decisions. Otherwise it might be too destructive for ourselves and our family. I hope you are not in this situation, and I truly hope that you got some good ideas from this video. And yeah, if you have more deeper questions about how to have such thriving relationship, then let me know. Write me an email, Liina@Vettik.com, and I will be glad to help you out. Take care, and I will see you next week with new thoughts. Bye bye.